Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to your channel. I'm not Dr. just on the confusion. I watched Venom The Last Dance, aka Venom 3, with the tagline, "Till death do they part." Ooh. Sexy! This was maybe my favorite of the trilogy that we have right now. Maybe there is a fourth one coming, I don't know, but from this trilogy, definitely this one was my favorite. I will talk a bit, I have some points that I will talk about at the end, but for now, let's just start with the movie, shall we? We hear creatures squeal, and now we see them, and they're undescribable. I have legit no. They're called Xenophage. Xenophage. Something like that, yeah. And we're in we're in the void. But not the void that we saw yesterday. This is a different void. And there's a throne in the middle. Well, it looks like a throne. And on that throne sits Null, the god of the void. He is basically the one who created the symbiotes. He's giving small he gives a small backstory, and he's giving the creatures an order to find the codex, which is the key to his imprisonment, because the void is also a kind of prison, like the last void from yesterday, but a different void. This is just pure darkness. There we had still some light. This is just pure darkness. And he's obviously planned to escape. They, the creatures hiss, and they kind of open a portal, and crawl through them and disappear. But we're gonna leave it at that, because if you don't know what's gonna happen next, watch the movie yourself. Venom needs to stop leaving pieces of himself behind, because when they were in the bar, he put the coin down to pay for the drink, and he left behind a little piece of himself again, because he also did that with the last one, but that's when what's the character called that Michael Keaton plays? When he bit him. But still, he needs to stop with leaving pieces of himself behind. Come on, man. But which was cool, is that we also saw Venom infused horse, a bit like like Ghost Rider, but Eddie riding on that horse. And they also have a comic book called Venomized, something like that, which is basically a world where that is venomized, and I would love to read that book. read those comics, but don't have time. Yeah. And if I want to read the first one, I want to read all of them. So I'm not gonna start with that, because you have from one thing like Venom Nice, you have the Hulk, you have Iron Man, you have Spider-Man, you have this one, 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 and it's the same with Captain America. Yeah, you want to read Captain America, but which Captain America do you want to read? You have this one, you have the zombified version, you have this one, this one, this one, this one. There's so many versions of one character, or like Spider-Man. Oh, which Spider-Man do you want to read? Because there's so many versions. That's why I don't read comics, because I want to read them all. Because I'm definitely gonna get hooked on comics if I'm gonna read them. But we also saw that Venom infused himself with a fish and then a frog. Kind of fun to see. We also got different kind of symbiotes. In the last one we had Carnage, and in the one before that we had Riot, but in this one we had Toxin. That was one of them. That was the first one that we saw, and others. I don't know what they're called, but we saw definitely 5 or 6 other symbiotes fighting, which was pretty cool to see, and that's why I like this movie also so much, because we have different kind of symbiotes, which I am very interested in. And like I said, I like this movie definitely way better than the second movie. The second movie, I would say, is now on a third place. I would say that this one is first, part 3 is first, then part 1, then part 2, because this one's definitely the best Venom movie out of all 3 of them. But it just didn't got me super excited, but it was definitely the best one. So I will give this movie maybe 5 out of 5, otherwise a high 4, low 5. But go watch this movie yourself, leave likes, recommend a good movie with what's his name? Tom Hardy, down below in the comment section, subscribe to the channel, come join Discord, and see you guys later for A Working Man and episode 6 of Fiona and Cake. And also I've dropped a video about how YouTube and the algorithm is fucking me over. So go watch that video also, because they're really fucking me over. That's it, I'm gonna leave it at that, and see you guys later. Oh, and before we go, next week we're gonna watch Clerks on Monday. We're gonna start the Silent Bob, Jay and Silent Bob franchise. So we're gonna watch all those movies. So we're gonna watch tomorrow, we're gonna watch Clerks. Then on Tuesday, The Ritual. On Wednesday, we're gonna watch Cloverfield, and then it's also my birthday, so I want to watch a good movie. So we're gonna watch Cloverfield and Mallrats. Then we're gonna watch 10 Cloverfield Lane, sequel to Cloverfield, on Thursday. On Friday, The Cloverfield Paradox. On Saturday, we get Craven the Hunter and I don't know which movie then. One of the Jay and Silent Bob, maybe Clerks 2. I don't know, but we see that Saturday. And on Sunday, Captain America Brave New World, something like that. The newest Captain America. We're gonna watch it on Sunday with Dogma. So if you want to see those reviews, come join Discord, and obviously subscribe to the channel. And obviously we can also watch the rest of Fiona and Cake over the next week. hopefully we're also gonna start with the Twilight Zone from 1985. So if you want to see the Twilight Zone, subscribe to the channel because it's definitely coming. And I'll see you guys, well, later and otherwise tomorrow.